Today we're going to be installing subfloor, and in this case it's AdvanTech. My name's Josh, and if you're new to this channel is all about building your own house and saving a ton of money. So be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, then hit the bell so you get a notification every time I release a new video. And if you're not familiar with AdvanTech, it has a 50-year warranty. It's the best subfloor I've found against weather while you're building your own house. And if you're building your own house and you don't do this all the time, you're working another job, you're bound to get rain on the subfloor at some point. And just a word of advice, when you get this stuff delivered, make sure you set it on the side where you're going to be starting your AdvanTech and put it up a little bit elevated so you can slide the AdvanTech right down onto your subfloor. It makes it way easier. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. We have it sitting there, and we're just going to slide it right down onto the floor joists. So, all right, first thing we're going to do is chalk a line and get started. Be sure to get a sledgehammer for installing your subfloor, and I'll explain why. Okay, so we're going to start here on the house, and the first thing you got to do is get a straight line with a chalk line. So you pull up 48 inches because that's how wide the AdvanTech is from that side. Make a mark, put one on this side, then tack a nail, hook your chalk line, pull it, snap it, and that's going to be your reference line to start the subflooring. Let me know in the comments below if you're building your own house right now or if you're just a hardcore DIYer. I'd like to know. Gerald, see that chalk line? Look at that. I mean, that is the best chalk line I've ever seen in my life. He said raspberry and blue, I don't know. To show you what kind of nails you'll need to shoot down your subfloor, these are 2 3/8 ring shanked nails they're actually full round heads, but my gun's built for clip heads, but these offsets will allow these full round heads. But I just wanted to tell you to make sure they're ring shanked, mainly because when you have this down your subfloor, you don't want them working out and squeaking down the road. So ring shank's definitely a way to go. These just happen to be galvanized too, so you don't have to have them galvanized, but it's just a nice extra feature. You want to glue down your subfloor. This is the glue we use. It's this heavy duty subfloor adhesive. This brand's pretty common, one of the more affordable ones, but any brand will work as long as it's heavy duty subfloor adhesive. And you definitely want to glue it down. Again, you want to do anything possible to avoid any kind of floor squeaking. So definitely get floor adhesive. So I went ahead and got the starter row down. I figured I'd get it started before I show you any recordings. But now we got to start with a cut piece since we did 3 fulls at the beginning. So as you can see here, we're on that chalk line we just made. And first row is looking good. So if you start out with a full sheet, your next sheet, you're going to want to cut it 48 inches because you want to stagger the joints. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to show you how to actually lay it. All right, so go ahead and just kind of guesstimate out about 4 foot, and then go ahead and get a bead of your subfloor adhesive down. This isn't caulk, this is subfloor adhesive on each joist to where it's going to hit. Don't put it on all the joists out through here because some of it's going to set up before you get to it. So this first one, it's going to be just 48 inches long. So that's going to be the first 4 joists, and right here is going to be where it joins. So that's all you got to do as far as putting down the adhesive. And now let's set the subfloor on it. Got right here cut, ready to go. Got it laid down where it's going to go. And now what you got to do is get it lined up to where it's going to go. Then Gerald has the splitting maul that we use as a sledgehammer just to peck it into this joint, and it helps if someone else stands on the edge here like this. See, it's drawing it in nice and tight. Yep, a little bit more on the left there, Gerald. All right, that looks good. All right, right there. All right, you can see it close that gap really nice, and it actually is meant to have such a little crack for expansion, so it will automatically kind of stop where it goes. So come up here now, you see it looks pretty decent, and what we're going to do now is just tack a nail in this bottom corner. All right, so now this corner's locked, and we're going to go over here. Since our gap's looking good, lock one in this corner, and now we're going to go back up here. This band board, we're going to keep it square. Looks like it needs to push out just a little bit. All right, so we locked this corner in and we're that band board square at the edge of that plywood. And now we put a layout 16 on center from the edge. And of course your first measurement's 15 1/4. So you're looking to slid over a little bit. Same here. And now this, you're gonna push your joist. This one's not gonna be dead center, but close, because you gotta allow a little gap for expansion. Got it tacked down to where it's going and it's square. All you gotta do is nail it off. And the makers of AdvanTech made it pretty simple. They went in and laid out the circles here to where you need to nail to cover the warranty for one, and for two, you want your floor down tight. And then on the edges, it's about 6 inches apart. So just nail every one of those circles, and then it's on to the next sheet. Stuff at least an 1/8 inch at the joints. It needs to be able to expand and contract. And look over here, we're still breaking really well. So yeah, so repeat the same process as we did in this 4-foot sheet on this 8-foot sheet. So what Gerald's going to do here, right Gerald? Yeah. He's just laying out the 16 on center. Just mark 16 right off the other joist that's already anchored to this other sheet. So that way we have it setting perfect, because you don't want to go off these circles because they're close, but it's not accurate enough for our liking. All right, you remember how I said earlier about putting your sheeting elevated to the side you start? So if you look, all you got to do then is put some 2x10s down, make a little temporary plank, make sure you put some nails so it doesn't kick out. Watch this stuff. I mean, this guy's 60-some years old. I mean, boom, I'm already on the deck. That just saves a lot of lifting, but just a little tip. It's helped us out through the years. So now we're going to just start the next row and keep on moving. Right, Gerald? Looks like we got some rain coming. We're trying to throw this sheet down real quick and then take cover. Picked up all of the tools and everything, and it's just a skimp of rain, but one just never knows. Time to get back to laboring. All right, I want to show you guys something. Right here, see this little offset? Oh. Right there. So it offsets a little bit, but we're going to go ahead, instead of cutting the sheets now, is cut them after they're down. So we're going to lay full sheets over, and then the little overhang on this side where Gerald's, that's my dad by the way. So where it's overhanging, we're just going to chalk a line and cut that off after they're down. All right, watch how good this works. One-handed. See this? Onto the deck. We got to rip this down. Let's do it. Some exciting news. I just hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'm just pumped. I've been working on this for 11 months. Thanks a lot, guys, for all your support. You see where we had to rip that down? This ain't nailed yet, still can move, but just wanted to show you that, because out here is where that offset is. All right, so when you have these staggered joints, obviously it's going to line up different as you go through. So you're going to have to scab a block on the side of the floor joist, that way it catches the subfloor all the way. So I'll give you a little rundown on what it looks like. We got blocks here, there, and all the way down, every 8 foot apart to where the edge is going to break. Another thing too, if you get back on this side, we're just going to cut the plywood to break on the joist, so that way you don't have to put a bunch of blocks then, because as you can see, it doesn't stagger back there. So all right, we're going to get started on this row. All right, what you see going on here is we got 2 rows going over, then this other one back here. So we're running 3 rows at once, and it's a little quicker because you're kind of working in the same spot as you go. So we may even start a 4th once you get going a little more. And we're just pecking this one in. Looks nice and tight there. Gap looks good. So we're just continuing the flow. Here's the nails I got off Amazon. Believe it or not, they're about $40 for 2,000. I don't know if they're still on there. I'll put a link in the description below. I'm not affiliated or anything. Amazon dropped it. They're lucky if I put a link down there, but I will just help you guys out. But just want to show you what nails to get. Let's see. Right here are the nails used in the video here. So I thought it was a 50-year warranty, but it's actually a lifetime limited warranty. Not too bad. It's made by Huber. I am not an affiliate, but I thought I'd show you what it looks like laid down. It's flat out the best. So this is the one we just cut because of that layout changed. We just had to cut 1.5 inches off to start breaking like normal, since these don't have a transition stepping over. So alrighty, so when you beat these boards together, you want to make sure you use a board to go against the sheet of OSB, so that way you don't damage that edge, because it'll smash up pretty easy. All right, this is the final product for today. I still got this to finish up here. Probably not tomorrow, because I gotta work my regular job, but yeah, so it took about 10 hours. We got kind of rained out there for a little bit. It wasn't really rain, but we thought it was going to. That's really about it for today. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to comment below on anything you think I could improve on in these videos, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.